Today we're going to take notes on personal budgets. The first vocabulary word we need to know is called fixed expenses. A fixed expense is an expense that stays the same every month. The second vocabulary term is called variable expenses. A variable expense can change from month to month. So a fixed expense is where an expense stays the same, versus variable expenses are expenses that can change from month to month. So based off of these two terms, let's answer a few questions. The Torres family's budget is shown in the circle graph. Their net income is $4,500. Number one, how much does the Torres family budget for entertainment? So we first need to figure out where entertainment is, and it's right here, and it's at 8%. So we need to set up a proportion. We know it's a percent, so it'll always be over 100. And because their total net income, meaning that's how much they spend every month, is about $4,500, we know that needs to go on the denominator. And then we're just solving for x. And when we do that, we just cross multiply like we always do. $4,500 times 8. That gives us $36,000. And then because we only have a little bit of room, I'm just going to put it right there. And it equals to 100x. And then based off of our knowledge on division with 100, we can just cross out the zeros. And we know that x is just equal to 360. So we know that would be $360. So we can say that the Torres family spends $360 on entertainment. Number two, it says what percent of their budget do they spend on food? So we're going to look for food, and now it's given us the amount that they spend. So it says what percent. Automatically, we should know that it's x over 100 because we're looking for the percent this time. And then we're going to put 630 over the total net income, which is 4,500. And then we just cross multiply. And this time it becomes 4,500x equals 630 times 100. All we have to do is add on 2 zeros now when we're multiplying. And then if we divide both sides by 4,500, we can cross out the 2 zeros, and it'll be 630 divided by 45. Top dog goes in the house, and it doesn't go into 6. It goes into 63 once. Subtract it. 13 minus 5 is 8. 5 minus 4 is 1. Bring down to 0. 45 goes into 180 about 4 times. 4 times 45. If we do that there, it gives you exactly 180. So we know that x equals 14, and we know that's 14%, not dollars, because we were looking for the percent. This practice below. It says Zachary gets paid $3,500 a month at his first job out of college. Fill out the table to show his budget for that first month. So we have a list of things that he needs to pay. He has rent, water bill, food, insurance, miscellaneous, giving, entertainment, and gas. We need to figure out the amount or the percent of the budget that's off of these things. So number one, the rent. In order to find the percent, we know we have to do x over 100. So this is rent equals, we know that it's over 3,500 because that's the total net income. And then the rent was 665. And then we need to cross multiply. This is 3,500 times, or x, equals 665. Add the 2 zeros. This makes it 66,500. Divide both sides by 3,500. Again, you can cross out the 2 zeros, and you can divide 35 into 665. We know that 35 goes into 66 one time. And then we need to guess and check 300, or 35 goes into 315 about how many times? And we can guess and check. We can guess 9. 9 times 3 is 27, plus 4 is 31, and it works out perfectly. So we know that it's 19%. And then water bill. I'll put that on the left. For the water bill, we have to do the same thing, but this time we're looking for the amount. And the given is 2%, so we know that it's going to be 2 over 100 equals, we're looking for how much he's spending for water bill off of his net income, which is $3,500. Then I'm going to do the same thing and cross multiply to figure out our x. That's 7,000 equals 100x. This one is pretty simple. Cross out the 2 zeros. X equals 70, and we know this time it's going to be $70. And I'll write that in red, actually. Okay. All right, so that can be our first 2 rows. I want you to finish off the rest and figure out how much Zachary is going to spend on food, insurance, miscellaneous, giving, entertainment, and gas.